In a flat-out sprint, you are honestly pathetic. A squirrel could outrun you. A house cat would leave you in the dust. Almost every animal on Earth is faster than a human over a short distance. So here is something that should not make any sense. Given enough time and enough heat, a human can run down nearly any animal alive. A deer, an antelope, even a horse. We can chase them until they simply collapse. Because hidden inside your slow, soft body is one of the deadliest superpowers in the entire animal kingdom. To understand it, picture our ancestors on the open savanna 2 million years ago. They were not fast. No claws, no fangs, no fur to speak of. They were surrounded by lions, by leopards, and by prey that could outrun them in seconds. By every obvious measure, we were one of the weakest animals out there. And yet our ancestors became the hunters of creatures far faster than themselves. They did it without ever once winning a sprint. They did it by inventing a completely different way to hunt. It's called persistence hunting, and it might be the strangest hunting strategy on the entire planet. The idea is simple. You don't catch the animal, you break it. A hunter picks one target, say an antelope, and just begins to jog after it. The antelope bolts, sprinting far out of sight in a matter of seconds, so the hunter doesn't chase the body. He follows the tracks. He walks, then jogs, holding a steady, relentless pace under the blazing sun. Soon he finds the animal again, resting, and the instant it sees him, it bolts a second time, and a third time, and a fourth. But here is the trap. Every sprint costs the animal far more than it costs the human. Because while the hunter holds one steady pace for hours, the animal is quietly overheating, and that single difference is the whole secret. This is the weapon buried inside your skin. Almost every other mammal cools itself by panting, but an animal cannot pant and gallop at full speed at the same time. So when it runs, it can't release its heat, and its body temperature climbs and climbs. You cool yourself in a completely different way. You sweat. Your body is covered in millions of tiny sweat glands, and unlike a fur-covered animal, your bare skin lets that sweat evaporate and carry the heat away. You are, in effect, a runner with a built-in cooling system that never has to switch off, so you can keep moving through the midday heat that forces every other animal to stop and rest. The antelope sprints, overheats, and has to halt to cool down. You just keep coming, until after hours in the sun, the animal's body finally gives out, caught without a single fast step from you, and your body is built for exactly this from head to toe. In 2004, scientists Dennis Bramble and Daniel Lieberman laid out the evidence in the journal Nature. They argued that around 2 million years ago, the human body was reshaped for endurance running. Look at your legs, long and spring-loaded with a huge Achilles tendon that stores and releases energy with every stride. Look at your feet, arched like springs, with short toes that are perfect for pushing off. You have a giant backside muscle that exists mainly to keep you stable as you run. You even have a special ligament that holds your head steady while you pound forward. And you lost your fur, all the better to sweat and stay cool. Almost every one of these traits is useless for walking. They exist for running. Your body isn't just able to run long distances. It was sculpted over millions of years specifically to do it. Now, to be fair, scientists still argue about how often our ancestors really hunted this way. Some say persistence hunting was rare and far too exhausting to be worth it. Others point out that tracking and wounding prey would have made it much easier, but recent research has shifted the picture. In 2024, a study uncovered nearly 400 records of humans running down prey from cultures all over the world. From the Kalahari Desert to the Americas, people really did hunt by simply refusing to stop. And whatever the details, one thing is undeniable. Your body carries the unmistakable design of an endurance hunter, and that design has never gone away. It's the reason a trained human can run a marathon, over 26 miles without stopping, something almost no other animal on Earth can do. It's why, in races run through desert heat, humans can sometimes beat horses. That restless urge to move, and the strange calm of a long run, the so-called runner's high, may be an ancient reward, wired in to keep your ancestors chasing. So the next time you feel slow or weak or out of shape, remember what you actually are. You come from a long line of the most patient, relentless hunters this planet has ever produced. You were never built to be the fastest. You were built to be the one that never stops. And in the end, that was enough to outrun the world.